Oh, hey, that's pretty. Oh, I like this. Nice greenhouse. I need to break this cycle somehow. The chain is symbolic of breaking the cycle. I guess the chain is symbolic of the problems with the mental health industry. What brand is that? Hey, this is lovely. Okay, well, we can't go that way. Could we get a whole game that's just this? Oh, there's a boat here. It's going to be interesting to edit this and see that actually the lighting was fine the whole time and I was the only one with a problem. Bolt cutters. Very nice. Always happy to find bolt cutters in a game. A tiny saw. Hey, nice job, devs. Nicely done. Let's cut this chain. Break the cycle! Ah! Keep your eyes open for ducks. A deer! It's just changed from a spooky psychodrama into a pleasant walk through the woods. The music's turning a little sinister. Ooh, I want to go up there. I don't think I want to go over there. I should still do something here. Oh, it's a picnic blanket. I thought that was blood all over the ground, and the basket was our son's crumpled body. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. Is a toxic father-son relation worth it? Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He had become very afraid of the darkness. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. I have been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Stephen's interest is just killing me. He is constantly talking about his new treatment method. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. I cannot see any future for it. I know it is a bit reckless, but I am beginning to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that only he is giving me. Well, she ran around on us with the gardener. Who we possibly drove to madness. Okay, well, we have an ore. Why take it if you're not going to use it, but okay. Look at that, we can see under the water. Look at that fish. Alright, we should probably keep eyes front. It doesn't matter. We've been swallowed once again by darkness. And we're back in Marshmallow Hell. Alright. No, I liked where we were. Can we go back there? Is it a pile of books? Are we going to burn our psychology texts?
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
Okay, we've already read this. And again I ask, is it such a bad thing for 3-year-olds to be able to read? Oh. I think our brain is falling apart a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
Happy, just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance.
Can I sit on the swing? Oh, I can't even interact with the swing. Disappointing. Oh good, it's the fortune teller. There are two of them now. Oh, hey, we saw a drawing of this guy earlier. And does it kind of look like the vampire guy from the film? Okay, legal repercussions. Nice, we get closure. Oh, no, this is because the guy murdered our family. Obviously. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, even if we did drive him to madness, he still probably should not have stabbed our wife and strangled our son. Not to get all morally absolute on you, but I just generally feel like stabbing people and strangling people, not good. Nice bloody handprint on the wall. Okay, what am I looking for? Are we just waiting? Have we been Edward the whole time? Phone? Cannot get to phone. Oh, nice. Nice interrogation room. I can see you. Okay. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, the suspect is Edward Sigurtes? Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. He probably does not make anything of the position that he is in. Without the presence of a forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with an insanity plea. Which doesn't mean he gets away with the crime. It means that instead of going to regular prison, he gets to spend the rest of his life in a psych ward. Arguably worse.
Good. So maybe you would tell us about
Whoa,
your authorial therapy.
trippy.
What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
Dr. Dowell's the one in the psych ward. Thanks to Mrs. Vanessa, the forensic psychologist. Interesting choice to use Mrs. with the first name, but okay. Thanks to Mrs. Vanessa, we have managed to come into contact with the suspect. It has been established that he is single. He worked as a gardener for the Dowell family. He said that for the last months he had been taking part in a therapy, and that it was to cure him from his split personality disorder. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but, as he emphasized, he had done it in his dream, because Dr. Dowell had told him to do so. It had been part of his therapy. We have finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak with Dr. Dowell. Ah, he thought it was a dream, but he actually did some murders. John, I know that tomorrow is Bauman's shift, so I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's real safe to do here in a psych ward. I think this is correct. I think that's right. Okay. We probably want whatever's in there. It's probably a duck. This looks like a likely spot. Ah, shelves of unlabeled binders. Duck. So what's in the case then? Ooh, ink blot. Looks like a slightly frightened bison. Could be a bird. We can't open the doors at the end, can we? No, there's no escape. There aren't even handles or anything on that door. Look at that old-timey ambulance. Love it. Back when they thought a station wagon was a good way to get people to a hospital. Oh! There are multiple locks to open here. Can't get any closer to that to see what it is. The suspect is shocked. There is no rational contact with him. It is understandable in his position. He hasn't said anything new. After the murder, there were many different comments from the psychology world in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder had been very ineffective. He hasn't commented on that. A mental split disorder. It's a very awkward way to phrase that. What is that a map of? Okay, nothing in here. Got a few more rooms to check. You can't beat the Axis if you get VD. Okay. So right, left, right. But what is the common... Radio. Oh, for... Okay, hang on a sec. Do it again, please. Okay, I think I got that. Okay. So if I wrote this down correctly, that's an 8. That's a 2... Well, hold it. The second number is... No, pardon me. Yes, the second number is either 2 or... No, it has to be 2. Okay. There's nothing else that matches. And then the last one has to be 7, I guess. 827, that looks right. I like this. Oh, nice, some fresh grounds. High quality. Okay, so let's see. Where was the combination lock? Was that in here? Yes. Okay, we need to turn it... Nope, we need to turn it the other way. Nope, okay. Okay, well there's no 8, so it's going to have to be that. Nope. I don't understand. Okay. Well, okay, let's No, I think I got this right. 3 short, 2 long. Oh, is 3. I had it backwards. Let's try 327. Why didn't anyone tell me? Okay, let's see. We need to go this way first. And then this way. And then this way. Yes? Hey! There we go. Can't see what's going on, but there's a key there. I liked that. I liked that little Morse code puzzle there. Reminded me of The Beast Inside. Bloop. Ooh, what does this do? Phone. It turned on phone. Apparently that's how we open cells. Is there anything in any of the others? No. Then, in that case, phone.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
Creeps? What is a creep? Is that your term for orderly? Huh. The examination conducted by Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslov, could influence the examination in order to help his friend, Dr. Bandura says. Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and the fact is that in the past he has probably led to a patient's death, he adds. Oh. Ooh. Neat. We're just gonna keep an eye out for other things to pick up. The tragic events from my friend's past had a very bad influence on his mental health condition, says Dr. Abraham Maslow, friend of the accused, suspected of manipulating Dr. Stephen Dowell, which in turn has led him to murder his family. Ooh, okay. I deny the rumors that Stephen pretended to have a mental incompetence. I have examined him. He was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him, Dr. Maslow adds. Ooh, it's more complex than we thought. Was he the manipulator, or was he the manipulatee? Ooh.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dow, Dr. Stephen Dow's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dow's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know
The English is a little weird. What's the story here? After the appearance of new evidence, which is Susan Dowell's autopsy protocol, okay? We have come to know that she was in the first month of pregnancy. Furthermore, the father of the child is suspect Edward. We have established that Stephen had a motive and the skills to manipulate Edward. During interrogation, the suspect showed lack of contact with his interlocutors. He experienced ambivalent states, from hysteria attacks to complete apathy. During interrogation, the accompanying psychologist came up with a thesis about Mr. Dowell's insanity, which might have been caused by many traumatic experiences in a short period of time. Okay, see, for a moment there, they kind of made it seem like Edward was manipulating Dowell, but no, I think we had it right the first time. I think Dowell did this to Edward. Nope, okay.
Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
What is happening here? I feel like the story is slightly confused, which isn't unreasonable.
In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant? Not with him.
He
but
made
with
suicide.
Edward.
What is going on here? I'm not entirely certain what's happening here. Okay, we already... Phone? Phone? Sure are answering a lot of phones in this one. Line's busy. Somebody's using the internet. And we're back in the psych ward, I guess. This is an interesting room. I could live here. This is enough space for me to live in. Look at that, you got a sink and a toilet and a couch and a desk. No, I'm examining my room. I hate this couch. The bed's fine, I've slept in worse. I like that drawing. Okay, anyway. Look at that, we got our own stock of toilet paper. Oh, ink blots. Hoop, hoop. Let's see, we can't barge into anyone else's room, it looks like. Is there a pane of glass here, or is our vision just kind of screwy? Oh, nope, we don't want to go there yet. Film reels, and sheet music, and static that we can't turn off. Let's just stare into that for a minute, yeah? Now that'll drive you crazy. Another one of these awful couches. Okay, I guess we're going this way. To the Doctor of Psychology's office. Cautiously avoiding the center of the room until we're ready to advance. Ah, here's the complete news story. The father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all these horrible acts. It was us. We killed our family.
How are you feeling today? Everything's okay?
Trying to close the
I think
drawer.
it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Which room is that? Here? Oh no. Oh no. Ah, gee.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly.
Whoa, that's actual
Steven
human footage.
treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with a case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance,
She was cheating on us with us.
today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Steven's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
Nice plot twist. The murderer was inside us all along. Oop. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to look into the light for a moment. Duck! Oh no. Ah, hell. Okay, so it's gonna turn into that kind of thing now. The house is like partially upside down? No! Absolutely not. Wait, come back, brother birds. Oh. It's raining. I feel like the birds are judging us. Huh? Eh. Well, there goes our brain. Ah! Is this gonna get a copyright claim? Are we done? I guess we're done. Okay. Hey, well done, Red Limb. Very well done. I liked that a lot. Okay, that was Rise of Insanity. Very interesting little game. It shows that you can still make a compelling piece of interactive media even if there's very minimal interaction. There wasn't a lot of gameplay there, but it was still engaging. It looked nice. There was no point where it was annoying. I didn't get bored. This was really good. Other devs, please take note. It doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it. Playing. All right. Well then, I guess that's going to do it for today. Hey folks, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And thanks once again to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. We will be back here next week with some more delightful horror content, I hope. It could also be very terrible. Longtime viewers of the channel know what I'm talking about, but in the meantime we will also have some Dwarf Fortress going up. And there's lots of other content on the channel. I've got over 300 videos at the time I'm posting this. I don't know how many of those are visible to you, but there's a lot of stuff there, so give it a watch. Alright. I'm gonna go find something else to do. You folks enjoy the rest of your day. Birdman out.